The sheep, the shepherd has roused the brute to fury but cannot defend his flock, so he takes shelter under cover of the buildings, while the sheep, panic-stricken on being deserted, are smothered in heaps one on top of the other, and the angry lion leaps out of the shipyard wall. Even thus did Diomed go furiously about among the Trojans. He killed Ascanius and Hyperion, shepherd of his people, the one with a thrust of his spear with a struck above the nipple, the other with a sword cut on the collarbone. He severed his shoulder from his neck and back. He let both of them lie and went in pursuit of Abbas and Palladius, sons of the old reader of dreams. Eurydamas said they never came back for him to read them any more dreams, for mighty Diomed made an end of them. He then gave chase to Xanthus and Thun, the two sons of Thanaps, both of them very dear to him, for he was now worn out with his age, and he had no more sons to inherit his possessions. But Diomed took both their lives and left their father sorrowing bitterly, for he never more saw them come home from battle alive, and his kinsmen divided his wealth among themselves. Then he came up to two sons of Priam, Echamon and Promeus, as they were both in one chariot. He sprang upon them as a lion fastens on the neck of some cow or heifer when he herd is feeding in a coppice. For all their vain struggles he flung them both from their chariots and stripped the armor from their bodies. Then he gave their horses to his comrades to take them back to the ships. When Aeneas saw him thus making havoc among the ranks, he went through the fight and rained with spears to see if he could find Pandarus. When he found the brave son of Achaeon, he said, Pandarus, where is now your bow, your winged arrows, and your renown as an archer, in respect of which no man here can rival you, nor is there any in Lycia that can beat you? Lift then your hands to Zeus and send an arrow at this fellow who is going so masterfully about, and has done such deadly work among the Trojans. He has killed many a brave man, unless indeed he is some god, who is angry with the Trojans about their sacrifices, and has set up his hand against them in his displeasure. And the son of Achaeon answered, Aeneas, I take him for none other than the son of Tydeus. I know him by his shield, the visor of his helmet, and by his horses. It is possible that he may be a god, but if he is the man I say he is not making all the havoc without heaven's help, but has some god by his side, who is shrouded in a cloud of darkness, and who has turned my arrow aside when it had hit him. I have taken aim at him already, and hit him on the right shoulder. My arrow went through the breastplate of his cuirass, and I made sure I should send him hurrying into the world below, but it seems that I have not killed him. There must be a god who is angry with me. Moreover, I have neither horse nor chariot. In my father's stables there are 11 excellent chariots, fresh from the builder, quite new with cloths spread over them, and by each of them there stand up pair of horses, champing barley and rye. My old father Lycaon urged me again and again when I was at home and at the point of starting to take chariots and horses with me, that I might lead the Trojans in battle, but I would not listen to him. It would have been much better if I had done so, but I was thinking about the horses which had been used to eat their fill, and I was afraid that in such gathering of men they might be ill-fed, so I left them at home and came on foot to Ilium, armed only with my bow and arrows. This it seems are no of use, for I have already hit two chieftains, the sons of Atreus and Tydeus, and though I drew blood surely enough, I have only made them still more furious. I did take my bow down from its peg on the day I led my band of Trojans to Ilium and Hector's service, and if I ever get home again to set eyes on the native place of my wife and the greatness of my house, may someone cut my head off then and there if I do not break the bow and set it on hot fire, such pranks as it plays me. Aeneas answered, say no more things will not mend till we two go against the man chariot horse and bring him to trial of arms. Manage my chariot, and note how clever the horses cross and speed hither and thither over the plain in pursuit of flight. If Zeus again vouchsafes his glory to the son of Tydeus, they will carry us safely back to the city. Take hold then on the whip and reins while I stand upon the cart to fight, or else do you wait to spend sunset while I look after the horses. Aeneas replied, the son of Lycaon, take the reins and the drive. If we have to find before the son of Tydeus, the horses will go better for their own driver. If they miss the sound of your voice, they will expect it, and be frightened and refuse to take us out of the fight. The son of Tydeus will then kill both of us and take the horses. Therefore drive them yourself, and I will be ready for him with my spear. But then as the chariot drove full speed towards the son of Tydeus, Sthenelus, the son of Caphaeus, who saw them coming, and said to Diomed, son of Tydeus, man after my own heart, I see two heroes speeding towards you, both of them men of might, the one a skillful archer, Pandarus, son of Lycaon, the other Aeneas, whose sire is Anchises, while his mother is Aphrodite. None to chariots and let us retreat. Do not, I pray you, press so furiously forward, or you may get killed. Diomed looked angrily at him and answered, talk not of the flight, for I shall not listen to you. I am of a race that knows neither flight nor fear, and my limbs are as yet unwearied. I am in no mind to mount, but will go against them even as I am. Pallas Athena bids me be afraid of no man, and even though one of them escaped, prestige shall not take both back again. I say further, and lay my saying to your heart, if Athena sees fit to vouchsafe me the glory of killing both, stay your horses here and make the reins fast to the rim of the chariot, then be sure you spring Aeneas' horses and drive them from the Trojans 18 ranks. They are the stock that great Zeus gave to cross in payment for the son of Ganymede, and are the finest that live move under the sun. And King Anchises stole the blood from by putting his mares to them with the Laomedians' knowledge, and they bore him 6 falls. 4 are still in the stables, but he gave the other 2 to Aeneas, who shall win great glory if we can take them. Thus did they converse, but the other 2 had now driven up close to them. And the son of Lycaon spoke first. Great and mighty son, he said, of noble Tydeus, my arrow failed to lay you low, so I will now try you with my spear. He poised the spear and spoke and hurled it from him. It struck the shield of the son of Tydeus. The bronze point pierced it and cast on still. It reached the breastplate. Thereon, the son of Laocoon, shouted out and said, you are hit through the belly. You will not stand out for long, and the glory of the fighting is mine. But Diomed, all undismayed, made answer, you have missed not hit, and before you 2 see the end of this matter, one or other shall have left shielded Ares with his blood. And he hurled his spear, and Athena guided it onto Pandarus' nose near the eye. It went crashing in among his white teeth. The bronze points cut through the roots of his tongue, coming out under his chin, and the glistening armor rang rattling round him. As he fell heavily to the ground, the horses started aside from fear, and he left breath of life and strength. Aeneas sprang from his chariot onto the shield and spear, fearing lest the Achaeans should carry off the body. He bestrode it as a lion in the pride of strength, with shield and spear before him, and cry of battle on his lips, resolute to kill the first that should dare face him. But the son of Tydeus cut up a mighty stone so huge and great that as men now are, it would take not to lift it. Nevertheless, he bore it aloft with ease unaided, and with this he struck Aeneas on the groin, where the hip turns in the joint that is called the cup bone. The stone crushed his joint and broke both the sinews, while its jagged edges tore away all the flesh. The hero fell on his knees and propped himself with his hand, resting on the ground, for the darkness of night fell upon his eyes. And now Aeneas, king of men, would have perished then and there, had it not his mother, Zeus's daughter Aphrodite, who had conceived him by Anchises, when he was herding cattle, been quick to mark, and throw her 2 white arms about the body of